So based on my last video about tracking calories, I had a couple people who said they want to see what 2,000 calories would look like in real foods. So I put together a simple composition of food that pretty much everyone should like. Let's be honest, there's always going to be that one person who's like, I don't like those foods, I won't eat them. Cool, don't eat them. There are substitutions we could make. What I'm going to show you is going to be about 170 grams of protein, about 170 grams of carbs, and about 60 grams of fat. Now, I will say this, I'm missing the avocado that I thought I had, so the avocado that you should see right here isn't actually there. But it's besides the point. So, I know your first thought is, if we're going to be eating 2,000 calories a day, there's no carbs, right? Well, you're wrong. It's a half cup of oatmeal. Obviously, it's uncooked, it's dry, but it's still a half cup of oatmeal. Yes, those are small potatoes, but for the sake of making this work, those potatoes are about 100 calories each, give or take. There's a reason why I went with those versus other things, because those of you who know me know that there's some sort of sarcastic thing that's going to be coming in here, and I love you for it, and I'm glad you know that. One, small orange, and keep in mind, these things are normal-sized foods. The reason why I went with one small orange is because I like oranges, and I felt like having some, so when Katie asked me what I needed from the store, I said, oranges. Now, you can see there's carbs here. So the reason why I went with these is just for easy numbers, because you're looking at about 33 grams of carbs for the oatmeal, about 33 grams of carbs for the potatoes, give or take, and about 14 grams of carbohydrates for the orange. Now, huge disclaimer. The FDA allows all nutrition labels to be up to 25% inaccurate. So yes, that very well could be much more calories or much less calories, so we're going to assume it's right. And just to reiterate, the Food and Drug Administration, which is led by this guy who kind of looks like Colonel Sanders' younger brother, allows food labels to be up to 25% off. Always keep that in mind when you're looking at the labels of food. For our protein, I wanted to keep it simple. We're going to assume you're eating 3 meals a day, so we have 5 whole eggs. I know. You can never eat that much. Well, that's cool because you have all day to eat all those eggs. 1 pound of salmon. The reason why I did this is because someone out there is going to zoom in and go, well, that's not really a pound of salmon. You're right. It's 0.98 pounds of salmon. So it's less. So by default, what you're seeing is actually less than 2,000 calories a day. And now I know what you're thinking. There's no vegetables. Where am I going to get those extra carbs that he said I was going to have, and where am I going to get my vegetables? Well, I'm really glad you asked that question. That whole bag is 500 calories. So when people tell me that they're really hungry on a low-calorie diet, and then they tell me they couldn't eat all the food that I recommend they eat or suggest they eat, that's a lot of food. And that's going to keep most people really full. And remember, there's supposed to be an avocado here. They're like here. That's where we'd put that avocado. Right here, where those paw prints are. So, I really want you to take a second and think about that. When it comes to eating a 2,000 calorie a day diet, it can be a lot of food. There's some things that we could have done with this to mix and match and make it a little bit smaller, make it more palatable, make it more dense. If I took out the salmon and put in chicken breasts, I could probably add a second avocado. If I took out some of the egg yolks, I could definitely add a second avocado. If I changed the vegetables, I could probably get more vegetables in, and I mean, I don't know if you'd want more vegetables. 21 servings of vegetables right there. And that's should be enough to keep you full. You could really use any vegetable. So is it low carb? No. Like I said, it's about 176 grams of carbohydrates for all the stuff that you're seeing here. It's about 170 grams of protein. Yeah, some of that protein does come from the vegetables. Yeah, there are better ways that I could have done this. Yeah, there are other food options we could use. Yes, there's still a missing avocado here, and I want to keep emphasizing that because someone is watching the video right now going, that doesn't add up. You're right, it doesn't add up. Technically, what's here is about 2,030 calories. And again, the FDA allows for things to be up to 25% inaccurate, so it could be 1,800, it could be 2,200.